okay. So again, I'm going to dip a few pieces of paper in there so they can start getting soaked. But I can also just get a little off my hands and rub it around the paper. Squeegee right between my two fingers. And then lay it on here. It's okay if it overlaps a little bit because we want a few layers to be on here anyway. The stronger it'll make it. If it's just one layer of paper, it's not going to be very strong, and when we go to paint on it, it's just going to fall apart. So again, we've got to really press in there, make sure there's no air bubbles, make sure I can still see the facial features like the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Again, we got to cover our board. The mouth really is the hardest part because we've got to get it to fit, and it's going to wrinkle a little bit, but we still just need to make sure it's really pressed in there. A lot of times I see, when people are doing this, I see like a big glop, like people just think the more glue that's on there, the better, but that's not true. That's messy. You'll run out of your paste much faster. You can hang off the sides just a little bit, but I want us to try to keep the tables clean. Alright. So we can get it started pretty soon, but once you've covered the entire face one time in the board, it'll look like this, and then you'll need to add another layer. So you can see that that is completely covered, and now I need to add another layer. We have to get at least 2 on here, but 3 is the best. We're going to be cutting out our death mask from this and then painting on them, so it's going to be really important. To have them totally covered. And I can kind of tell which parts really need more paper because I can still see through them. It's not like a really solid white color. That means there's probably only about 1 layer there. We're just gonna kind of massage the face, make sure, feel the eyes, the nose, the lips. Okay, and the paper should all be smoothed down. There shouldn't be pieces sticking up and hanging up. Alright, and once you've done the entire thing 3 times, 3 layers, that means everything has 3 pieces of paper on top. Some places have more because you've been overlapping. And then you would be done, and I would just kind of rub around it, make sure that there's not a lot of this paste on there. If there is, you can just kind of rub it into the paper or just scoop it and put it back into the bowl. And then you're done with this part.